Thanks, buddy. Wish I could actually see my jerseys. So.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
To kick off for Arizona.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
On first and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Let's go now.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks. 2 carries for him now on the opening.
Don't run right down the field on me.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him.
I'm telling you, those bigger packages are going to be way worse to stop than 3 wide receiver runs these guys are complaining about.
Keep it here on first and 10.
They just don't know.
Touchdown, Seattle. It's their quarterback. His
Whack.
3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights.
That whole drive
and that makes the score 7-0.
Only one formation that was 2 wide receivers. Everything was 1 wide receiver heavy. Gashed.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down Let's see what that's about. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
I'm going to get wiped out this game. I can already tell.
2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The Cardinals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Here we go. Start.
First carry for James Conner. They find some open field here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
They give up the middle with Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up on the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, yeah.
Defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that flag. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be mine? Won't you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
Ready to get this drive underway.
Whip.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big play there for Seattle. 71 yards. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that
wasn't
they were
who
running,
I
trying to
wanted to
draw
be
attention
in that
away
play,
from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
I have so many thoughts.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team. Trying to figure out their opponent, but you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
All over it.
Over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All over it like white on rice, bro.
At the outset of this drive, they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Massacre. Massacre.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
To be honest, I couldn't remember if I had anything with verticals in the play. So
Because in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, come on.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you're...
And he lost the football. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Wow.
still got 5 yards in it.
But a teammate
Dumb
comes along and
is
scoops it up.
Mushala.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2nd and 5. Open man, he's got his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all
I'm
the
sure
time.
it's going to get overturned.
One starts with it. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Yepper pepper. Yepper pepper.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll get it across midfield and down to the Cardinal territory. 23 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a yard.
Here we go. Go.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Able to get the 1 yard.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Can I tell people that 3 tight end runs are OP?
They'll look to throw here on first down. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, yeah.
And it'll be second down.
So lovely. So beautiful. So lovely. So beautiful.
Good footwork at the 30. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Love them 3 tight ends. Love them. Love them.
They'll look to throw here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
All right. Let's get this
Seahawks
game over with.
To start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
One wide receiver has been the theme of the game so far. Gash, 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 gash.
On the jump. Get it.
Now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot.
Of course, I can't pick a play now. Dumb,
and you know that's not easily done
dumb
because they
game,
throw a lot of
bro.
misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy.
Not what I wanted to call.
And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A give left side for Benson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll look to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got to keep it at least
From the 23,
entertaining.
2nd and 5.
Hopefully.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Wilson with it, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Benson, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Cover 2.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now to add the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
Wide receiver.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
There he goes again. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. How about that? Their quarterback. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on.
Look at that.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Let's go now.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, three things can happen, and two of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Ready, set.
A give. Here comes Benson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Benson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wilson snags it left side. And point down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a play fake here on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
The wrong button.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
But.
They'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 42-yard attempt. Chad Ryland.
So on 4th down, out comes Chad Ryland for the Arizona field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Chad Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
This has Verts in the name, so I can't scramble if I run myself.
Their drive started. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. A short one here, caught by McBride. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Pepper 60, Pepper 60.
Come on.
And now an audible here into something else. Out of the gun now on third down. And he is caught. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit.
I'm really trying to throw it away, to be honest.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Oh, good game.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw here. Pass complete there to Harrison.
That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this won't be enough. stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Am I across the 50 or am I back on the other side of the 50?
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go, Scott. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Let's go right here.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
He actually gave me leniency.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Cougar 19.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
Ready.
On the give, it's Benson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line.
I'm sorry, I don't see.
A great play by Derek Hall to drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19.
2nd and 11. That's going to be caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marvin Harrison Jr., 31 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side.
So if we go to
we know this. We know where we are.
10-point game.
But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And of course,
Wade didn't give him an opportunity if he wanted to call a timeout or change his play.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. Able to slither by. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime. They sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. On the give. Here's Charbonnet. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Looking to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
Man play. Wouldn't do it.
Okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer
This game
would be
is
yes.
whack,
They're
bro.
going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Here's Charbonnet. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
On the 6. 2.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's down the field. He's got Arroyo. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo.
I don't care what sport you're playing, everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big targeted tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run it here with Charbonnet. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Now back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Walker now on 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get it. Ready.
And going right back to Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Wee, 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 wee.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half is rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner.
I am going to blow a gasket. Bruh.
This is one of those games.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They get 16 out of that one.
23 is backing off. But, hey, go take the sideline, brother. Go take the sideline.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually...
Am I right there? So can't throw to the tight end this time. Or at least for a couple plays.
Him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd and 6. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
We got a blitz coming from the right side.
They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
2nd down and a yard. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First down.
They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ready, break.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Ryland on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Well, if it wasn't for two
So after the field goal, Ryland back
QB
out.
design run, touchdown runs, and pick 6 might be a different story.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
I am going to be putting in, though, for limits on the 1 wide receiver formations, too. They're more OP than 3 wide.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 31-yard line.
Up in here, up in here.
Now a 2nd and 6. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. First target, first catch, and a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and 10, it's Chardonnay. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the carry, Chardonnay. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Why not try and get another
52
touchdown?
to go. We get another pause in the action.
Why not?
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And this doesn't quite work out.
Why not?
They'll forfeit a few yards as he's tackled just past the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
Let's go. Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3rd and 3.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Back to throw.
Come on, brother.
Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
Gosh,
and 4th down now coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
There's no reason why to jump up for that ball.
Hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
Come on with the blitz.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take it in here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Oh, we're not sound against
because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Like, bro, in real life, this guy right here, he's gonna know, like, oh, the quarterback's got the ball. But yeah. Trying to do Superman hit stick from 5 yards away, I guess. Yeah. It's probably the best run of the night for me. I just could have got a second longer. That pass was fixing to go over here to Mr. Number 11. But it didn't have time. This one I was trying to get on somebody else and ended up getting on the safety. Didn't know where I was supposed to go. Should have been a stop. Whatever. Oh. Guess I'm gonna have to add all these plays back. Took them out. Pick six, it cost me. Tried to force it. Oh no, this was when I was trying to just throw out of bounds because it was outside the. I was actually outside the. Well, maybe I wasn't. I thought I was outside the tackle box. Why is his punter doing the field goals? Well, that's it. Catch you guys later.